So let's do a quick update. Today has been several days now since we put this aluminum foil barrier, and the barrier seems to be a success. So far, still we have several fruits ripening. Nobody's coming in. Nobody's staking any fruits, so this is a big win. We do have a couple new ones on this side. This one is the Violet de Bordeaux. This one actually was given to me as an Olympian, but clearly it's a Violet de Bordeaux. We do see that there are several fruit on this, quite a bit of fruit actually, but they're still taking their sweet time in ripening. This actually originally was situated on the other side and was not part of the original video that I had shared. And we do have another one up over here in the front end. This one is outside of the perimeter because obviously it doesn't necessarily need any protection yet. This one being the, what is this, Desert King. This one is the Desert King. Obviously, we don't live in a waspy area, so these are the main crop figs that actually are just lurking around, and eventually they'll fall off. If the squirrels want to go ahead and have at them, let them have at it, and they'll get a mouthful of sap and hopefully get discouraged from trying to come back and get anything new. The one thing I did do different this month, actually, is not this month, but this week and going forward, I will be implementing is this. One of them being that the way I fertilize things. The way I fertilize things is that we start with a high nitrogen once the trees wake up and give them about 3, maybe 4 doses of high nitrogen every week, 7 days, every 7 days. And then after that, switch them to high phosphorus to get the fruiting going. Now, typically, or not, I shouldn't say typically, but always, I've given the high phosphorus throughout the end of the season. However, it came to me late, like about 3 o'clock in the morning. I don't know why, but some of the things come to me very late at night. But the thing came to me that why am I continuing to give fertilizer for high phosphorus when they already have fruited? It may not be worthy because you're just going to end up producing figlets throughout the whole season that are never going to ripe, because we do have a very finite amount of summer and a finite amount of time period to actually do anything with it. So I thought about it and I said, you know what if we just switch it back to high nitrogen, which in turn will give it more growth of the greenery, and you'll get more engines per se for the plant, because obviously the leaves actually act as the engine which harness the power of the sun, the energy from the sun, to produce carbohydrates for the fruits, the sugars essentially. So I said, you know what, we're going to go ahead and switch it back to high nitrogen, and that's what I've started doing. And so far everything seems to be going good. Obviously we do have some browning of the leaves. Some leaves have burnt. We had some very hot days. However, things are looking much cooler, and I think the forecast is going forward that in starting Friday we're going to be back in the 90s again, so it's going to get super hot again. We do have several ripening. We can see here this is the Italian 258. It already has changed colors to a nice purple. We do have another one I saw here earlier. Let me see where it is. Oh, there's a couple of them actually. Oh wow, look at that. There's a couple of them that actually are turning, so this may be a few days off still. And then we do have a couple of these yellow long necks also, all the way at the bottom. They're hanging down there. I don't want to touch them yet. You can't see them. They may be here actually. Let's see. They're there, all the way at the bottom. They've swelled up and they're in the last phases of ripening. So hopefully maybe this week they should be ready. And then we do have a few on this one also, the Palestinian Dark. This one actually is turning very nice. It's almost there. Maybe I would give it another couple of days, maybe 2 or 3 days, and see if it's ready. It's almost there, but I don't want to necessarily take it off yet. I do love the flavor of this. This is absolutely fantastic. We do have a few more here as well. There's one in there. There's another one there. So we do see several of them actually are ripening nicely on this one. Then I think we do also have Chicago Hardy, if I recall correctly. This one actually, we did harvest several of them the other day, but I'm not sure if we have any. I thought we did. Let me see. No, I don't think we have them yet. I think we got them all so far. But there's quite a bit of left still here. I think the other day we pulled like close to 15 or so, and they were great as always. Here's the figoin. Actually, you can see that it actually has already put out figlets. I'm going to break them off later to push more into growth mode for next year. You can see that the leaves are all spotty because of magnesium deficiency, so we'll go ahead and add Epsom salt in the next round of fertilizer again for this one. The Angelito actually seems to have recovered nicely. It was also getting very spotty, but it has improved considerably now, and the leaves are actually no longer as spotty as they were. Yeah, they're still there, but not as bad as they were. I am very pleased with the growth of this. Angelito is the first year one. It actually has put on a straight up shoot growth all the way up. It's almost 6 feet tall at this point. So I'm very excited about this one. And that's it for now. Not much else happening here. We do have a brown turkey over there. We do have a mission there. They're all ripening still, taking their sweet time, but hopefully soon they should pull through and we should have a lot of ripening happening very soon, back to back in the near future. But once again, for squirrels, possums, critters, this barrier seems to be very effective. Nobody is coming in, nobody's going out. And we do see that several attempts, I think, were made, because we could see that there's a small tear over here. And I saw a couple other tears also where they may have tried to come in, but then got freaked out and left. Like there's a small tear right there by the brick as well. Yeah, there's a small section missing over here, but so it's working. I'm happy with it. I'm very happy with it, and it seems to be a far more reasonable solution than the coffee solution I was originally trying for. So that's it for now. Chicago Zone 5B out.